The hamburger did help Clay make the make the dish.
I mean, how else are you gonna make it taste like Helper?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Expensive Taste, the show where we order and review our most expensive item on the menus of our favorite everyday restaurants. I'm Jensen.
I'm Skylar.
I'm Clay.
And I'm Lynne.
We did it. So, you may or may not have noticed that there's a global pandemic going on. So, pretty much all restaurant going-ons are not going on anymore.
Imagine making a podcast so bad God had to do something about it.
Amen.
So, instead of our previously planned Tutors second episode, we had to improvise. So today we're going to be doing an episode about food that we've had at home during quarantine. We've all picked different items to talk about that we've had while at home, and we're going to rate them just like we've rated the items in our past episode and in our future episodes, hopefully.
So, does anyone want to start with theirs? If not, I'm fine going.
Go, Skylar.
Alright, so I was craving chicken Alfredo for whatever reason during quarantine. So I decided, what the heck? I'm going to go to Sam's Club, get me some nice Parmesan, not Parmesan Reggiano, because I am a cheap whore. I got some nice chicken, and we had some pasta left over, and I made some chicken Alfredo. And it was not a disappointment, and I call that a win. So,
Nice.
It was a really simple recipe. I found Carla Lolly Music from Bon Appetit's recipe online. You can follow it and do the whole thing in like 10-15 minutes. Great recipe, great woman. Bon Appetit is a great YouTube channel, and I'm sure magazine, although I've never read it. But yeah, I made chicken parm, and chicken Alfredo, and I was super happy with it.
Okay,
so
speaking of chicken.
what did you say to me?
Speaking of chicken, I'm going to cut you off real quick and mention that I made fried chicken. Yep, that's the food I tried at home, and I'm not at all plugging my ability to make fried chicken better than anyone else in the city that I live in.
And what city is that?
I can't dox myself, I'm sorry.
Can you give me the exact address, please?
Yeah, your mom's
Can I have your
house.
address and the the three numbers on the back of your credit card, please?
No.
Clay, would you like to talk about your item?
Yeah, I can do that. This will probably reveal our heritage a little bit.
I mean, we said we go to Marshall. Everyone knows.
That's true. So quarantine, I kind of was running really, really low and was kind of forced to actually use stuff that I've had in the freezer for a long time, rather than just go to the store and get more stuff. So I've had 3 pounds of ground up venison for like months, and it's been okay because it's frozen, but I just didn't want to use it for anything. So I decided to combine that with some hamburger helper mix, and I made ground deer burger helper, and I made it twice in quarantine. So
Oh my god.
Is that the thing you've eaten the most during quarantine?
I know it's probably pasta because I had a bunch of pasta, but
Okay.
I mean, I did eat it because I get like 2 to 3 meals out of each one of those. So
Oh yeah, like 3 pounds of venison. I didn't think was going to take you one day to finish.
yeah, it was good though. We'll get into that in the ratings, but that's my new very interesting dish from quarantine.
Jensen, you want to hit us with what you did?
Yeah, so I've kept it a secret from these three what my item was going to be.
We have no idea why. We wouldn't care.
Because it's fantastic. So, I was watching Hulu, binge watching as you would, during this quarantine, and I saw an ad for a thing that I had to have. It's from Ore-Ida, and it's called Just Crack an Egg. It is a breakfast bowl where the instructions are crack an egg. and then you microwave it for about 2 minutes. You mix it up twice, and then you have a breakfast. You have a warm breakfast bowl ready for you with just one egg.
Does one egg constitute breakfast?
And whatever's in the bowl.
It's called Just Crack an Egg, and you can find more information about it at https://www.justcrackanegg.net.
You're kidding.
There are 7 different flavors of egg bowl.
Hit us with some of the flavors. Pull up the website right now.
I'm going to list all 7 flavors. I have them here. I'm ready. The 7 flavors are Denver Scramble, All America Scramble, Ultimate Scramble, Rustic Scramble, Protein Packed Scramble, Southwest Style Scramble, and, of course, Veggie Scramble.
You know I'm going to need you to explain all of them, right?
Now, I don't have the answers.
Well,
the ones I have had are the Denver Scramble, the Ultimate Scramble, and the Protein Packed Scramble. The Protein Packed Scramble is the one I've had the most. And
wait,
it's
the
just
most. Sorry, how many times have you had this?
A couple.
Ooh.
I like a warm breakfast while also having to get up for a 9:30 class that is now online.
Hey, not anymore.
Yeah, thank God. But, so, in the Denver Scramble, it's like potatoes, onions, cheese, and ham. And in the protein-packed scramble, the one I've had the most, it's bacon, sausage, and cheese. And then, of course, you add the egg to those. I also had the ultimate scramble, which it just has peppers and potatoes and cheese and stuff. I don't know what makes it ultimate, but it is.
Hey, quick question. Why don't you just make it, I don't know, on the stove instead of in a microwave?
That's a great question.
Well, I did think it'd lead into a segue, but go off, I guess.
You can find these in the egg aisle of your local grocery stores, or what they're called. I'm gonna read the paragraph from the website now.
Why does it sound like it's an ad? Who's paying us?
Just so you can get a better visualization of this microwave egg bowl. Just call us the morning matchmakers. We're Ore-Ida's Just Crack an Egg because we noticed the world's relationship with breakfast was, a bit strained.
And the world's relationship with God was also a bit strained, I guess.
We shouldn't have to choose between a hot homemade breakfast and a fast, bland, cold one. With Just Crack an Egg, you're less than 2 minutes away from hot, fluffy breakfast scramble bowl any day of the week. Just add a fresh egg. So that's what I found on the website about them.
Sorry, so you're telling me you went to a store to purchase these, and you paid real person money. It wasn't like a thing you found on Instagram where you just like, haha, you can make a pasta bowl out of pasta for some reason. You went to a store that sells these, and you decided this is the thing I want over all of the others.
Yeah, well, I saw an ad for it on Hulu first.
That's where to take your food ideas from, is Hulu.
Well, I was having an issue, and the issue was I was eating cold, bland breakfasts because I had to wake up at 9:30 to go to an online class, and it was awful. I was like drinking water and eating a Pop-Tart and learning about game dev.
You were eating in the morning? You
eat up the Pop-Tart?
Yeah. Then I was like, hey, I could have a hot homemade breakfast in less than 2 minutes.
Why does this sound like Jay Schlatt's Hot Pocket bit, but like in every way inferior?
I'm serious though. I've had like 5 of these.
That's so many.
I've eaten a lot of breakfast.
How much did they cost?
That's for the ratings section of this podcast.
You know, I really thought I wouldn't care when you said it, but man, you got me invested. All right, go to ratings, because I cannot wait.
Are we going to ratings now?
Yes.
It seems a little early. It seems a little early for ratings.
Oh, I don't care. Do your rating.
Does anybody want to do the rating first?
Where do we start? It's been a
Well,
while.
first, yeah, let me explain. If you have never listened to the one episode of this podcast we've made previous to this, we have a food rating scale. We have 5 different scales that are all from 1 to 5 for a total of 25 points per person. So the restaurant, or in this case our homemade food, gets 100 points total, and that's how we scale them up against all the other restaurants that we review on this show. So the food rating scales we have is it worth the money, 1 to 5? Does it taste good, 1 to 5? Amount of food received, 1 to 5? Visual presentation, 1 to 5? And mouthfeel, 1 to 5. So I guess one of you take it away for the ratings that you wrote down for your food item.
So, y'all ever think about how mouthfeel is the most important part of every dish?
You're not wrong.
Imagine some
Sure.
nice, crispy fried chicken with some Nashville hot glaze. I'm sorry for the language, I'll tone it down. Imagine some nice, crispy fried chicken that feels perfect in your mouth and gets a 5 out of 5 on everyone's scale. Yeah.
So
That's
is
all I have
mouthfeel
to
the
say.
only thing you're gonna say? You're not gonna tell us any of your other ratings?
Yeah,
Oh,
tell
I'm-
us the rest of your food rating.
Oh, okay. And then we have
Because we're all doing different items.
visual presentation. It's fried chicken. All right. It gets a 5 because it's fried
Okay.
chicken, and it looked really good. I will post my pictures to Instagram later. I'll make a foodie Insta. The amount of food received, well, everyone had at least 2 chicken thighs. I ate 1 because I'm a normal human, and that left 7 for 2 people. So I'd say that was a pretty good amount. So that's gonna get a 5. Can you tell what my gimmick is today? Did it taste good? Yeah, it was fried chicken, and it was amazing. 5. And was it worth the money? Bro, I just had to buy the ingredients, and I got to make 8 fried chicken thighs? What the heck? That's a 5. That's a total of 25, dude.
Lynn just gave fried chicken a perfect score.
A fried chicken that I made. Not all fried chicken is created equal.
Lynn, did you save any for me?
You know what?
All
I
right,
can stand behind it.
Of course I didn't.
That's ruthless. All right, I guess I'll go to
Clay-
chicken
oh,
Alfredo,
Skylar.
which
Chicken Alfredo time.
I will have to preface this chicken Alfredo, no broccoli. So
Ooh.
that significantly hurt its chances of being 5s across the board. So for was it worth the money? Yeah, the most expensive thing was a block of parm, and I got to continuously eat a block of parm over the course of like 2 weeks, which was fine by me. So it was more than enough for the recipe and for just personal eating, putting on crackers, stuff like that. And then the rest is just chicken and milk and pasta. If you don't have those around your house, I don't know what you're doing. So, well, you're probably in a quarantine, huh? That's cut that out. Jensen, cut that out. So I gave it a 4 for is it worth the money? Because it was a super solid amount or super solid price range for anybody who wants to do whatever. You might have to splurge a little bit, but you can make a bunch of them, so it's good. Did it taste good? Now, I love cheese, and I love Italian-flavored anything, so I gave it a 4, because it was a nice, solid Italian-tasting dish. I will say, it absolutely could have used an additional thing, like broccoli in it or something like that, just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. A little one-dimensional, but still. I'd say it's a 4, solid food. Amount of food received, easily a 5. I had a giant pan full of it that took me like 2 or 3 days to finish. It was a great amount of food. Visual presentation. Now, if you've never seen pasta, or cooked chicken, or milk, or Parmesan, all of them are the same color. Or about it. So it was one color, and just kind of a saucy mess. So no, it didn't look the best. So I gave it a 2. But what it didn't have in looks and mouthfeel. Mouthfeel,
Ooh.
it had pretty solid mouthfeel. The chicken, I made the pieces a little bit too big, but still, it was great mouthfeel. You could really, I almost said slurp it up, and then I immediately regretted that thought.
No, go ahead. Continue.
But nope, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stop continuing. But the mouthfeel was pretty solid. It could have been better. Like I said, could have had something else in it. So I gave it a 3. So overall, it was an 18. Pretty solid. Not the best in the world. Could have had plenty of other additional things to make it better, but it was a solid meal and I was happy with it. First time ever, too. Hope to make it again.
Nice.
Clay, you
So
want to go?
Clay.
Because I think Jensen wants to go last.
Yeah, I'll take. Jensen
judge me.
needs to go last on this one. The big reveal. But no, for this,
You better be able to fill 15 minutes with whatever that is.
so rating the deer burger helper that I had, mouthfeel, it wasn't great. Everyone talks about how meat, like, you can get like a gamey taste. I think that's wonderful, but the gamey feel that you get from like deer or squirrel or anything is just it throws me off. Combined with the fact that
Gamey mouthfeels are...
It's not good.
Ugh. They hurt me
Yeah, gamer
physically.
mouthfeels are the worst.
I know you didn't just say gamer. I know you did.
Gamer
better.
girl mouthfeels are just the worst.
Okay. Next rating, please, Clay.
well, I don't even think I gave it a number there, did I?
Oh, yeah, please. Please, I just gotta get off of this topic.
Someone's scared
So
of gamer
leaving-
girls.
The gamey feel. Also, the noodles, well, pretty good. They get a little bit too soft, I think, when you, depending on how long you cook it. Although I think it's brought up if you add in, I've added in broccoli and corn to add a little bit of a texture to it. So I give it like a 2 on mouthfeel. Visual presentation, it kind of just looks like I threw all kinds of brown stuff on a plate. Kind of looks like I threw poop on a plate, so gave that a 2 as well.
We've been there.
Wow, Clay, I can't wait to see what you rank good.
Oh,
about
don't worry,
this
we're
thing.
hitting the good part. Amount of food received. We're talking a whole box of hamburger helper mix and a pound of ground deer. That is so much food. And by that I mean 2 to 3 meals for me. So I gave that a 5. Like, that's really good. And then if you add in some...
I'm glad we all made too much food.
What else are we going to do in quarantine? I just eat all day. I practiced for this podcast.
Improve yourself.
Honestly, though, eat and have a breakdown. What else is there to do?
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
There was homework for a little while. That's done now.
True.
Let's not talk about that.
So now we're getting into does it taste good? I'm gonna give that like a. Can I do like a 3.5? Is that valid?
No.
Mm.
Pick one.
Resident number expert said no.
Don't be a
I
coward.
don't think
Pick
I don't
one.
think anyone else cares. But
No, I care.
Lynne is
Pick
resident
one.
Resident
math
math
major,
major said no. So
I'm also a math.
No. I'm the Asian one.
Yeah, then I think you're the resident math major.
Yep, that's what I thought.
I'll give it a 4 on taste. For me, it's a 4 because I like the gamey taste. If you don't like the gamey taste, it might be closer to a 3. But bringing it all together, you get the whatever hamburger helper is supposed to taste like. It tastes good. Tastes like helper.
It's a helper.
It tastes
A little bit of hamburger, a little bit of helper, you know.
So yeah, a 3, a 4, maybe a 3, depending on where you land. I put a 4. And then, is it worth the money? I was gifted the deer for free. In fact, I was gifted 4 pounds of deer in total. So, and then the hamburger helper is like $1.50 or $2. So it gets a 5 on worth the money. Plus a little bit of frozen corn and broccoli. That doesn't cost much either, like $2 a bag, and you put a little bit in. So it's well worth the money, especially for the amount of food received. So, it did pretty decent.
God bless.
Yes,
Caleb.
God bless Caleb. Thank you, sir.
God bless Caleb.
So what was your total?
Well,
Man, did I calculate that out?
While he does that,
For you, I
Skylar, what was
didn't
your
pay
total?
attention.
Because I'm an idiot.
Mine was 18.
We love math.
I'm a math minor, but I can't do math. Fun story.
All right, Clay, hurry up. It's addition.
14,
It's-
or 15.
You learned this in second grade, Clay. Maybe even before that.
I think I gave it a 19. Y'all can't see, but the fingers were
Okay.
out full force.
Nice.
Clay.
I write code and sometimes English. I don't do numbers.
Clay, you definitely didn't give it a 19.
Did I?
Just crunching the numbers in my head. You gave two twos right at
two,
the
that's
start?
4.
There's
Plus.
That's
555.
Unless you got
No, it's
5, 5, 5.
Okay,
Five,
then it
four,
was
five.
closer to like a 17, I think, or 16.
Thanks
Holy
for tuning
shit.
into Expensive Tastes, where we do math for 5 minutes.
All right. I've been
I'm sorry for
Skylar.
cursing so much. You should really censor what I've been
I
saying.
need to get an abacus for next episode, I think,
Oh,
or
yeah.
just write my score down because we have technology.
Everything that Lynne has said this episode will be censored. The whole thing.
Honestly,
it was like
that's a
5
good
minutes.
idea.
Just one long censor.
Just put sentences over it like she's swearing. She's just massively insulting him.
Yeah, it's just one long swear and then like, yeah, so my total was 25.
Oh man, none of this can go in.
Oh, we can go in.
All of it's going to go in.
Anyway, you want to cover the next 8 minutes with whatever you're going to say?
Yeah, let me talk about what I had. For those of you
time
who
for the
forgot,
second ad read.
For those For those of you who forgot, my item was, or Ida's, just crack an egg. And you can find more information about it at https://www.justcrackanegg.net. So, let me start with mouthfeel.
Are we sponsored?
I'm going to tell...
Man, we've been in this
No.
bit for a while.
Let me talk about mouthfeel. So, it's... Guys, it's a microwaved egg with some stuff thrown in. So I
Wait.
gave it a 4. It tastes like egg with stuff thrown in, just a little worse. So like, if you made an omelet and scrambled it, that would be like a 5, you know. But this is not that. So I gave it a 4.
So, quick question: why didn't you just make an omelet and scramble it?
So for visual presentation, all of the small little bowls that they come in are color coded for their flavor, or like their different ingredients. The 7 different ones. There's 7 different colors of just crack an egg bowl.
Oh, one for each sin.
So one for each day of the week, actually. So I put visual presentation as a 5. I put visual presentation as a 5 because, like, there's pictures of the egg on the side of the bowl, and it's probably got more visual representation than any of the homemade food y'all did, because yours were just like dishes on a plate, and mine was an experience.
Okay, but
I'd
imagine
still know that's
actually,
how I
like,
describe that.
I put effort into my presentation. Like I said, I have a foodie Instagram. Follow me at it hasn't been made yet. Post recording, Jensen. I'm gonna send you an audio clip of my at on Instagram. Can you like edit that in?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Please don't edit it in. It'd be so much funnier if you didn't edit it in.
So the effort I put into this was about 2 minutes is all it takes. So I'm going to talk about the amount of food received. It's a pretty small bowl. It's 1 egg, right? Imagine cooking 1 egg. That's how much food it is. So I gave it a 3. It's like, it could be a full breakfast if you're not hungry, but if you're going to make a full breakfast around this experience, you might want to make like some toast or a bagel or something extra. Add in maybe a little fruit on the side, you know, a well-balanced breakfast. So I gave it a 3 for amount of food received. Does it taste good? Yes. Guys, yes.
No,
The answer?
it's a
I
microwave
don't
egg.
believe
Yes.
that.
And then it tastes exactly like if I made an egg, like on the stove, and threw some stuff in.
Do
It's
you
a
season
microwave
It tastes-
eggs?
It tastes exactly the same.
I'm assuming you don't season your eggs.
Why would you season eggs?
Oh.
I just had physical pain from that.
I think everyone got mad at
How
that.
do you not season an egg?
Does it taste good? 5.
No.
No, we're
it's
not
got,
moving
like-
on from that.
No,
You cannot say you don't season your eggs.
Do you not even put salt and pepper? Oh my
He's gonna move
god.
on to the next thing.
Oh my god.
I've done salt and pepper sometimes, but I
What do you mean
don't
sometimes?
other times. Like sometimes I'm just like, yeah, okay, salt and pepper. Sometimes I'm like, nah,
How do you just eat an egg like raw?
because I eat it with other stuff. I don't just eat an egg.
How do you just crunch into an egg like that?
If your egg is
Oh.
crunching, you got something wrong.
Listen, egg. Listen, if you have an egg with like pancakes and sausage,
Put some
You
salt
put
and
syrup
pepper
on
those
the egg?
eggs.
season the egg. Season every part of the
no,
dish.
yeah, okay, syrup on the egg, unacceptable.
I'm thinking about it. It sounds kind of
Syrup
good.
on the egg is weird, but it's whatever.
Syrup on the egg is actually kind of good. Oh.
It's fine.
It's
not
a
the
fine
worst thing in the
accident.
world.
If you intentionally do it, I hate you. But like
Unacceptable.
as an accident, I'm fine with it.
It's like ketchup, really. Like if you put ketchup on your egg, chances are you're eating bad eggs, or you don't have
Yeah,
taste
that's true.
buds.
Don't eat eggs with ketchup. Do eat eggs with the Ore-Ida Just Crack an Egg Bowl though, because the pre-made little baggies of ingredients that they have inside of the bowl that you then pour into the bowl with the egg that you crack. It's a good portion. It's a good amount. Sometimes, if you're doing one that has like only 3 ingredients instead of like 4 or 5, there's a little bit too much. Like the protein-packed scramble. It has a little bit too much sausage, but it's fine. I mean, sausage is good, so you can't really complain. But the others are good. So does it taste good? Yes, 5, 100%. Now,
no,
I
it's
did
an unseasoned
forget.
microwave egg. Stop.
Well, it's got cheese and stuff.
Okay, maybe.
I did forget something about mouthfeel, which was another reason that I gave it a 4. Is that okay?
It's a microwave egg.
It's a microwave egg. So like, you know when you make an egg, if you don't move it, it gets like spongy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to counteract that, they have you mix it twice, right? You mix you you mix it before it goes in, and then you put it in for 40 seconds, and then you get it out and you mix it again, and you put it in for 30 seconds, and then it's done. But it comes out as one solid, like, cooked egg. So you got to take a fork and you got to like mix it up, so it's not one big spongy sponge. It's actually like, scrambled eggs. You have to scramble it basically. So that's why mouthfeel is a 4, because of that as well. Now back to is it worth the money? It's only a couple dollars to get these egg, just crack an egg Ore-Ida egg bowls.
Make it over stovetop.
They're only a couple dollars, and you have to buy eggs, of course. You have to buy eggs to crack into the just crack an egg Ore-Ida bowls. And eggs are just, the price of eggs. So, is it worth the money? I'm going to say 4. I mean, you could just buy the ingredients, but also you could buy Ore-Ida's Just Crack an Egg Bowl.
Hey, we're gonna get more information about these.
Man, this bit has really gone on for so long.
You can get more information about Ore-Ida's Just Crack an Egg Bowl at https://www.justcrackanegg.net.
So what's your
How are they
holistic score?
paying you?
What's
When
your
did they
holistic
start
score?
paying
No,
you?
Skylar, shut up. What's your holistic score, Jensen?
My total score is 21.
Okay. So that altogether, that means
Well-
us during quarantine got a. How did that happen? No.
I hope you know he only chose 21 so he could do the 21. That was...
No, that's also how much.
So-
That was an unrelated side effect of how I graded the Ore-Ida.
Assuming Clay gave it a
Just Crack an
17,
Egg Bowls.
Skylar, you gave yours an 18?
Yeah.
Okay. That means we got an 81 total. That means we're so good at cooking.
Nice, 81 total.
Jensen.
Well, one of
I
us
still
didn't
don't-
really cook.
Jensen did the best out of all of us, I'd say.
Yeah,
Would you? Would you say that?
I mean, except for
I
my
did it
fried
all
chicken,
myself.
which is like the best
I didn't
food on
even
the
need
side
help.
of Mississippi.
You-
I didn't need help either.
I don't think any of us got help.
Hey, I had the hamburger helper on my side, so I kind of had some help.
I hate you.
The hamburger did help Clay make the make the dish.
I mean, how else are you going to make it taste like Helper? Got one delayed reaction. I'm cool with that. That is a net win on that joke.
It was
Well-
delayed. That makes it so much better.
I guess we must part ways now. I hope everybody at home listening is doing well during these uncertain times. Our quarantine at-home special, we have an 81 total score for our at-home meals.
Oh yeah, we should probably say that our
Which
next episode
is pretty good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I kind of did, but it's okay. We should probably mention that our next episode will be whenever restaurants reopen and it is safe to eat again.
Yes.
And I don't mean
we
eat out. I
will
mean
not-
eat. It's not safe to eat right now.
Yeah, we will not be we will not be back until we can all physically go to a restaurant again.
We will not be consuming
wanted-
food for the next 3 months.
Yeah, no more food until the next episode. But we wanted to make some content for the fans, the 65 of you that listened to our podcast on YouTube last episode. Thank you for listening, every single one of you.
Genuinely, why would
Glad-
you be here? That's fantastic.
Glad we have-
Thank you.
Glad
Thanks,
we have
y'all.
fans.
Subscribe to our
So-
YouTube channel.
So, thank you all for listening, and stay safe.
Stay safe, y'all.
Real quick before we head out, everybody, it is genuinely a very hard time for a lot of people. We know that. We are poor college students. We can't really do a lot to help, but we will try to share some things that are uplifting our spirits during the time. I can recommend all of you go watch John Krasinski on Some Good News, posts once a week, and he just does some nice stuff that'll make you feel a little better, maybe bring a tear to your eye. Don't forget, this will all end. We are not in the apocalypse. Promise. Just hold on, and things will get better. We love you all.
This has been inspiring words with Skylaar.
Shut
Minute
up.
for mission with Skylar Meese.
See you all later.
God bless y'all.